Good morning, everybody. This is Thursday, and this is Mark back here for T3 Live. One day and counting till Facebook IPO. I think that's what everybody's waiting for. That might be the summer bang out, and then we might be done on the volume front. The one thing that I see happening right now, and it's very apparent, is the lack of liquidity that's happening in this tape. And we just have to be aware of it. We have to accept it, and we have to move on and obviously adjust to the travel ranges that are happening. You know, yesterday we were joking that there was a conference in New York with, you know, some of these big hedge fund guys, and Einhorn was speaking, and he didn't mention HLF, and it went up, you know, it went back up after it obviously got hit, after he mentioned something on a conference call, you know, $10, $15. He mentioned Martin Marietta, it went down 10, 12%. That doesn't happen when you get a thicker environment, when you get institutions really, you know, pushing around positions. It's very illiquid and it's very fast, and you really just have to recognize the fact that if you're not feeling it, if you're not seeing it, make sure you you know, step away and don't put yourselves in harm's way, at least temporarily. So what's happening with this tape? You know, downside pressure is still intact. It seems like we keep rewinding the day. We move up early on, the rally never holds, then by the end of the day we're either unched or down a little bit. When's that going to change? I don't know. The last, I think, 10 to 11 days, that has been the case. At some point, you're going to get a rally that sticks at least for a day or two. So am I gunning that, you know, putting on new shorts and pressing my shorts? Absolutely not. Not at this point. Not at this time. I do think a relief rally is in the cards, just a matter of how it happens. One thing I did like to see yesterday was how Google reacted. You know, after a nice base, you can see it on the chart above 518 to 520. We were mentioning it in the morning. I know Scott mentioned it. I was talking about it, and moved back to 530 or 630. I'm sorry, and that's a nice base that it was moving away from. And at this point, it's almost could be a swing long against the 520, 518 level. We'll have to wait and see. I'm personally not in it. The next pullback, I'll probably look to get involved. But that's the idea. I like to see that happen. I like to see it hold at least for a week or two. And then maybe we have some, you know, some more solid basis for us to really look at and get involved with. In the meantime, the selling pressure at some point will slow down, but we just have to wait and see. Again, I'm not pressing shorts, but at the same time, I do think you have to be strategic and understand 11 days down, at some point you're going to have a relief rally that sticks. So banks I'm not really looking at. I'm still looking at the high beta. I know everybody's watching Apple. Maybe the 100 days back in check. I think it's 532. As an investor, you obviously have to be dipping your feet for the long term for Apple. But as a trader, we have the luxury of waiting and seeing what happens, and that's key. So from other point of view, you know, I think some cheaper ones, Ford is something a little cheaper against 10. What else am I looking at? You know, best in breed is still Priceline. You know, Google, Amazon against 220 I am looking to get involved with at some point in time. It just needs a little bit more of a base, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. Okay, guys, there's obviously a little bit of noise in the background, so I apologize for that. But good luck today, and obviously I'm going to be talking about my Facebook, how I'm going to, you know, anticipate and attack it, you know, later today, and certainly I'll be on the radio tomorrow, play by play. Good luck, everybody.